Oklahoma City, KFOR, the state of Oklahoma has a website devoted to the Oklahoma Governor's Mansion. As of this month, paragraph 12 of the website states, Governor Stitt and his family live in the 5 rooms on the 2nd floor. Screenshot of paragraph 12 on the About page on Oklahoma. Gov as of October 11, 2022. News 4's Allie Meyer has been digging for the truth. She unearthed a secret plan to build a brand new governor's mansion on the grounds of the Capitol complex. The historic governor's mansion was constructed in 1927, opened in 1928. The Oklahoma governor's mansion was built to be a home for the governor and first family. Every governor since Henry Johnston has made a home here, 19 governors in 90 years. Mansion, unknown. Caption reads, Governor's Mansion, Airview, staff photo by Okla. Original photo February 26, 1936. Governor Kevin Stitt does not live in the governor's mansion. He was elected 4 years ago in 2018. In August of 2019, he moved his family from Tulsa to Oklahoma City. The governor's office confirms the first family moved into the historic governor's mansion in August of 2019. The first family didn't stay. Instead, the Stitts purchased a $2.7 million estate at Oak Tree Golf and Country Club, 20 miles away from the state capitol. Stitt home in Oak Tree Golf and Country Club, image KFOR 2022. According to the governor's staff, at the time Governor Stitt took office in 2019, the mansion had fallen into disrepair. The governor's office tells us, mold in the HVAC system caused the Stitt children to get sick. They claim the house was a fire hazard because of old electrical wiring. They say it was not conducive for family living. Privately, the governor called the historic home uninhabitable. In January of 2019, before the first family had even moved into the historic mansion, Governor Stitt was already working on plans to build a lavish, new, private governor's mansion. News 4 has spoken to every living former governor. They all say the historic governor's mansion is a treasure. Living in the home was a joy, one of the highest honors in Oklahoma. Oklahoma Governor's Mansion post, for a century, it has been a privilege to reside in the halls of history at NA 23rd and Phillips, in the shadow of our state capitol. Back in the day, governors would have legislators over to the mansion for breakfast, said Oklahoma historian Dr. Bob Blackburn. It was important to get to know each other on a personal level before you go into battle, over at the Capitol. Historians have a chronicle of first family contributions. Our 9th governor turned the grounds into a community garden in the 1930s. Alfalfa Bill Murray had the whole grounds plowed up and put into farm plots during his administration, said Oklahoma Historical Society Executive Director, Treat Thompson. In the 1980s, Governor George Nye added the Oklahoma swimming pool and later founded Septemberfest, which was an annual celebration of the official residence of the first family. People would be parking a half a mile away and walking in, said Dr. Blackburn. They were getting the chance to see the governor's mansion, a chance to tour it, to see where the first family lived. Oklahoma Governor's Mansion. Recent governors have taken great pride in the restoration of the 14,000 square foot mansion and grounds. Governor Frank Keating built the Phillips Pavilion. First Lady Kathy Keating fundraised for a permanent collection of furniture in China. Before that, Governor David Walters expanded the family living area on the 2nd floor to accommodate the first family's 4 children. Governor Brad Henry raised private funds for a Steinway grand piano and a family movie room. The Henrys' 3 young children lived in the mansion 8 years during Governor Henry's term. Governor Mary Fallin designed and built an outdoor kitchen as her legacy gift to the state. It's a privilege to be there. What other families get to live in the governor's mansion? Sharon Lenhart Polkinghorn has worked in the governor's mansion since 1980. Polkinghorn was hired as a regular caterer for 3 governors, later an executive assistant to First Lady Rhonda Walters, and most recently she served on the Christmas decorating team under Governor Mary Falling and Governor Kevin Stitt. It's a part of Oklahoma, Polkinghorn said of the historic mansion. Everybody knows we are a people that were strong, and we built that mansion for the first family. It's a privilege to be there. Oklahoma Governor's Mansion. According to the Office of Management Enterprise Services, the state poured $2,090,580 in taxpayer money into a home where our governor does not live. 9 months after Governor Stitt took office, he and First Lady Sarah Stitt called a meeting with the former first families. The Stitts presented a multi-million-dollar idea to build a new governor's mansion. According to multiple sources in the room, the governor brought in a well-known fundraiser, a large public relations firm and an architect. They presented concept drawings and architectural sketches for a second mansion on the south side of the grounds. Even if 100% of the funds are raised privately to build a new residence on the property, there's going to be ongoing maintenance costs, said Dr. Steve Agee, professor of economics at Oklahoma City University's Minders School of Business. The Stitts were hoping for enthusiastic approval from the former first families. Instead, the room was quiet. There was no support for their proposition. One former first family raised concerns about the cost. So, if they're going to raise $5 million or $6 million or $7 million for a new residence at the governor's mansion to build a new residence, then that opportunity to give to other organizations goes away for that amount of money, said Dr. Agee. So I do think that the nonprofit community, if they don't already know about it, will be a little bit surprised. I didn't know about it and I was a little bit surprised. Without the blessing of the former first families, the Stitts pushed on. The nonprofit organization Friends of the Mansion has been quietly raising capital for a new governor's residence. The executive director refused to provide meeting agendas or minutes. News 4 obtained both, dating as far back as 2019. From these documents we can see, the budget is $6.5 million. Friends of the Mansion has been accepting donations of up to $250,000 from foundations, up to $150,000 from individuals. These contributions are untrackable, private money solicited from wealthy individuals confidentially. Although Friends of the Mansion is not legally required to release the list of donors, News 4 cited Governor Stitt's previous commitment to transparency and requested the list. Governor Stitt's office and the executive director of Friends of the Mansion both declined to provide it. What are they getting kickbacks on? I guarantee they are, said Republican State Representative Logan Phillips. We have no bid contracts here, and the governor is using this as a way to garner funds for himself or garner funds for his bank system.